Ready when you go.
These are my two magazines. This one's Wide Range and this one's Manchester Bay. One of my unique selling points on this magazine would be the title. It's called Wide Range because in my magazine it covers a lot of different topics. It's generic because it fits into a large target audience. I think you should invest in my magazine because there's nothing else like this on the market. There's no other magazines that cover every music genre. And the style of the magazine would stand out from all the other magazines because it's got one dominant image, but it's got a lot of different cover lines which cover the different topics. My unique selling point from the Manchester Bee magazine is that it only covers one area, which is Manchester. I think this would appeal to a lot of different people as the magazine is about the city of Manchester and the music industry within Manchester. I think Mancunians would support the magazine because it's talking about their city and how their music industry has affected Manchester as a place. By having my dominant image as Oasis, many people will pick up the magazine because Oasis is such a worldwide global band which has been so successful, but they are just from Manchester. I've put the Manchester Bee on there because it represents a big event which happened during a music event in Manchester. I think you should invest in my magazine because there's nothing like this on the market. The content of my magazine is different from many other magazines as it looks into the industry and the upcoming artists in Manchester. In there I'll have interviews with one of the biggest bands in the world, which would be Oasis, and there's a lot of interesting stories in my magazine that would appeal to a larger target audience. Because it's not solely about one topic, there'd be many different artists featured in the magazine. The title for Wide Range, I picked this name as there's a lot of different categories within the music industry. As writing a magazine about only one topic would have been hard, as there are many genres within the music industry, so I think these all need to be covered. By calling it Wide Range as well, I've built a community where people can buy only one magazine and they can talk to each other about all the different topics, and people can get their ideas and their opinions across. It's not only one topic and one conversation. So yeah. Inside my magazine I will have interviews with upcoming artists. I'll also have a fashion page which looks at all the different fashion bits that have come from the music industry and how they can recapture them for cheaper. I'll also have interviews with the best-selling artists and ask them questions about the love life and like gossip. So that's a different category within not just talking about music. The title of my second magazine, which is the Manchester Bee, is very symbolic and in the music industry. Coming up with the title Manchester Bee coming up with the title, the bee was the first thing that sprung to mind when I thought of Manchester and its music culture, as it is engraved all around the streets of Manchester. It also marks a tragic event that happened, and the song that Oasis sing has become a Manchester song which represents this event. In this magazine I will have interviews with Oasis. I will also have interviews with upcoming artists that are from Manchester, and I also cover topics about why the song Don't Look Back in Anger came so big. Frequency and price. For a wide range, it will come out weekly. Is there a lot of content to cover, as there are many different topics, so I'll have to cover all these topics. And it costs £3.50, and I think this is a good price because the magazine only covers one topic, so you only need to buy. It covers a wide range of topics, so you only need to buy one magazine. You won't have to buy a different magazine for every type of music that you like. And then for the Manchester Bee, it would be quite expensive. It'd be £5.30. But I'd like 15% of all the sales to go to the Manchester Bee charity. And I talk about this in the small print, and it would come out monthly. The target audience. So the target audience for wide range would be 14 to 21. Although the magazine content is only from this era, so it only applies to a younger target audience. I want my magazine to apply to a younger target audience because I feel like the magazine like a lot of magazines are about the recent, so it covers the younger viewing platform. For the target audience for the Manchester Bee, the age range there isn't really one because it covers genres. It covers the older eras and younger eras. But however, that my viewing platform will be quite small because it is only about Manchester. I think that's the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then questions are on the back of here.
Okay.
How do you think I could improve my covers?
Alright, so for wide range, I think the masthead needs to be larger. And I also think you could change the colour. I think it would look good in the orange, like all the rest, and make it more eye-catching. And you've got 10 in one of your cover lines, just make that 10 bolder because it's really slim in comparison to all of the text. And Manchester Bee, I would use less fonts, so you'd use loads of different fonts for your cover lines, and I would also write a cover line under Oasis. So you said that Oasis are in it, but what are they doing? They've been interviewed, are they promoting a new album, what are they doing? Okay?
Okay.
And that's it?
And then, how could I make my magazine more appealing to the target audience?
I think the Manchester Bee one is perfect for appealing to your target audience, and I just think maybe with wide range you could list, because you're looking at quite a young demographic, you could list maybe more artists on there, so have a list of everyone that's featured maybe. I think that would be good.
And in what ways could I improve the content of my magazine?
I think the content's perfect for both.
Okay.
Yeah.